Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have João. João is from Coimbra in Portugal. So let's see what João has to say. Enjoy the interview. So hello João, are you okay?
I'm great, thanks, William.
So tell me, how's your day going so far?
My day is going great. I've been working. Today it was a busy day. And I'm very grateful to be here. I want to say that it's my first interview. It's the first time I'm first time I'm being interviewed. And I just wanted to thank you for the opportunity. And yeah, it's been a good day. What about yours?
The pleasure is all mine, by the way. The pleasure is all mine. I'm so glad that we is your first interview. Imagine the future when you are in the big, much proportion. Like my first interview was in William and the Magic Box.
Yeah.
No, my day's been great actually. Always busy. Always, I love being busy. I think there's always something to do. There's always something to work, and I think that's the best part. I think it gets you out of trouble. It gets you you get focus. You focus in your life. I think that should be done. So yeah, I love being busy. It's been busy today.
Yeah.
I'm here now. Now we can just relax now for the interview.
Yeah.
So tell me, where are you from?
Okay, so I'm from Portugal. I was born in Portugal in a small town called Escapães. It's part of a city called Santa Maria da Feira. And Santa Maria da Feira, it's part of a district called Aveiro. Aveiro is very near Oporto. Yeah.
I see. I used to live in Portugal before moving to England.
Yeah.
I was living in Porto for 5 years before moving here.
Incredible.
So Portugal for me always had a special place in my heart. I feel like home. After Brazil, I feel like it's my second home here.
Yeah. Yeah, Portugal is good.
And what do you do for work?
Okay, so I studied computer science. That was my first job was as a software consultant at Deloitte. Deloitte, it's a software and auditing company. I worked for them for 1 year and 2 months, but by the time I was already giving lessons to students. So I just decided, okay, this is what I want to do full time. And that's exactly what I did. I released the contract and started working as a full-time computer science tutor. Things started going really well. I was helping lots of Portuguese students. Fortunately, I had the opportunity for working for a website on UK, a UK website. That was my first international opportunity to help international students. And things started going really well. Again, I started applying to different websites from different countries. And I was getting lots of students. I've helped students all over the world, Saudi Arabia, Australia, pretty much everywhere. And I was working 7 days a week. I was almost going crazy. Yeah. Wow. I had to hire other tutors to work with me. That's how this business thing started. And then, fortunately, I had this idea of, okay, I'm still being limited by the traffic that is getting into the websites I'm registered in. So why don't I create my own school? And that's what I did. I created Dots of Tech. It's an, I like to say, innovative project, because it has this idea that one-on-one tutoring is the best way to help a student, because you have one teacher that is fully dedicated to one student. So yeah, and to give courses and consultancy sessions, full one-on-one, I think it's very, very good. And the feedback I get from students is that it's something they have never had before. because they really feel the tutor is there for them, gets to know them, their goals towards the future, their main difficulties, like all they have to offer, it's there. So the knowledge exchange is fully centered on the student, which I think it's very important. Yeah.
Absolutely, and I agree with you. I think, you know, I remember like doing courses in the past, and there's always a bit difficult because you have one teacher, you know, with a group, and of course you always learn as well. It's up to us to learn, but having someone just for you, just dedicate direct to you, it's a different story.
Yeah, yeah, I agree, and it helps a lot. I have lots of feedbacks from students that are at university and the teacher doesn't answer the emails or doesn't show up in the office when the student requires. So I really think that the traditional educational system needs work, needs to change. And I really believe that in the future there will be much more people that are capable of helping students. So the number of teachers, in my opinion, will increase, and there will be more available teachers per student, which I think it will help the education. Yeah.
Very good idea, João. I think it's such a good idea, you know, and I'm sure people, as you said, your students, people who, you know, work with you, I'm sure they appreciate that because, you know, having someone just dedicated to them, it's a different story. And I'm sure it's a different level as well. Yeah. So great for you. Good idea.
Yeah.
João, so during the journey, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your life, about your business. It's about your life overall, okay?
Okay.
Before we start our journey within the Magic Box, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself.
Okay, very good topic. So, I'm a vegetarian.
Oh.
Yeah. And I do beatbox. I do sound music with my mouth. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Oh wow! Can you do something now, just for us to have an idea?
Yeah, I can do some crazy sounds like sirens and trumpets, like things like this.
Oh my goodness! Wow! So it's like, do you study that or just something natural?
Yeah, so I remember when I was, I believe, 13, 14 years old, I was watching TV and a commercial from Vodafone, I think it was Vodafone, yeah, with a guy doing beatbox. I was like amazed. How is this possible? The beatboxer is called Joseph, is a French beatboxer. He's a legend, a complete legend. And when I first saw it, I was like amazed. How is this possible? And I started trying to imitate some sounds.
Right.
And yeah, it was never something I took like very serious. But then things started to evolve, and I started doing like different rhythms, different sounds, and different genres of music. Like, yeah.
Amazing. That's very interesting for sure. My goodness.
Yeah.
João, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Okay, incredible, yeah.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I've got here my best friend. Okay, full of fun questions. I'm just going to play a song now just for us to relax a bit before the first question, okay?
Oh, very good, yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, João, so before we start the game, during the join, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, some reason you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Right, first question for you is, what makes you really angry?
Very good question. I would say when there's no space for debate, and I see that Nowadays, it starts to happen more and more often. Like not having space to express my opinions, and feeling some judging and criticizing sometimes. Yeah, that makes
What
me.
which topic do you think nowadays people they criticize a lot, or people they don't give the chance for you to express yourself, in your opinion?
Um, I would say sometimes controversial topics having to do with social thematics, like sometimes having to do with how people should have relationships between them,
Mm-hmm.
um, also about how many hours we should put to work. There are some people that really believe that the 8 hour per day is the only solution to for us to live, for us to to have a good life. I have a different approach to that, because when I was working 8 hours per day, I was feeling very imprisoned. I was feeling very. I was feeling that I was having a very monotonous life, and it was not good for me, for my health, and for myself. And what I did was, okay, I have to find something that can give me the income I need, but working less hours. And I could find it. It takes time, it takes
Mm-hmm.
effort, but yeah, I think it's possible. So yeah, things related with working hours, social movements. Sometimes people, I think that people are not open for those discussions. Yeah.
And nowadays, what's the hours that you think would be necessary for a person to have, let's say, a healthy life?
Okay, very good question. I think it depends on each one,
Mm-hmm.
but I believe that at least having 3 4 hours per day for us to take care of ourselves, it's
Mm-hmm.
important. And what happens most of the times is we start working at 9, let's say, we end up working at 5 or 6, then it's getting home, having dinner prepared, take care of the kids, sometimes when there's kids, and you start losing the love for yourself because you don't even have time to think about yourself and to take care about yourself. And this is like a snowball that grows bigger, and yeah.
Amazing. Good point. Very good.
Yeah.
Next question. Let's do it. Hey, João from Portugal. Next question is, what would be your ideal day?
My ideal day. Very good question. So, I would say my ideal day would be on a on an island, like very very um, very very likely in Hawaii, or a something like that, like with a paradise aesthetics, and with lots of sun, good weather, and just to be like, I wouldn't say 100% alone, but pretty much by myself, and
Mhm.
just being enjoying the sea. I love the sea. I love incredible weather like that. Yeah, just to be relaxing, and yeah.
Do you consider yourself to be more of a day or a night person?
Very good question. Um, it depends on. I think I was first more a night person.
Mhm.
I feel more productive at night. I think I can deliver more work and creative thinking at night. But I love the day. I love sunny days and hot weather. Yeah, I was born in Portugal. I'm lucky. Yeah, yeah.
Amazing. Next one, let's do it. John, before the next question, tell me what do you like the most about your business? About the joy. What do you think is the biggest joy for you to work the job that you're doing right now? And also the flip side, what do you find most challenging?
Okay. Um, I think what I like the most about my job is the school I created. Our goal is to change education worldwide. This is what I want to do. I want students and people in general to feel more connected and more emotionally supported by the person that is helping them, the teacher, in this case, the tutor. That's what I want to do. I want to change worldwide education and make it more one-on-one. I'm starting with technology. That's my background, but I really want to expand this and make it all areas if possible. That's, I would say, my what I love the most is having this goal. That my goal was never money, nothing material. It's this mission I have, and I'm willing to put everything to do it. Yeah, to really make it possible. The most challenging, it's sometimes we all have bad days. Sometimes we are not really connected emotionally to be there to help someone, but I still have to do it. I still have to put a smile and give my best to help the student and um, uh, try to make him the like I said before, the center of everything. The to I really like this idea of when helping a student to make the student feel supported in all levels. I've had classes where students were very soon, very recently diagnosed with diseases like autism or cancer, and we are having the first lesson. I'm just meeting the student, and the student gets to say that, feels comfortable to open up and to tell me, I was just diagnosed with autism very recently. My relationship with my parents is not really good. I'm going through a bad moment. Like, this is incredible. And for me to be the best tutor possible, the most challenging part is being okay with myself every day to give a good help. Yeah.
Amazing. And so far, most of your students, which nationalities they are
Very
they?
good question. Yeah, I'm very happy about this because I'm really grateful I've had the opportunity to help students from all different continents. I've helped USA students, Nigerian, Brazilian, Australian, from New
Wow.
Zealand also, Portuguese, Spanish, French, from the UK, lots of them, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Japan, China. Yeah, I've helped more than 500 students, fortunately. I've had
Oh
this
my
opportunity.
God. Wow. You put your signature everywhere in the world.
Yeah, yeah, I like to think so, yeah.
Amazing. Next question is good one. What does success mean to you?
Success is um, a very I think sometimes it's hard to find it. I believe that the definition of success for each one of us, it's complex.
Mhm.
With me, I believe that is having the people I love the most comfortable, healthy and wealthy, and me myself still having something to do. Like for me, success means okay, I still have something to add to the world, to change. I think that's something about me. I have different ideas to change the world. Dots of Tech, it's just one of them. I can't put them all to practice at the same time, unfortunately. But yeah, still having one more idea, one more thing to make better. Yeah, that's
Amazing. Yeah,
success for me.
I think so. Yeah, I totally agree. I think success is very personal. People they see success in different ways. For some people, could be buying something that they always wanted. Could be achieving a career that they always wanted. Maybe start a diet, or maybe finishing a course. Could be anything. I think it's very personal, and it always counts. If it means for you success, that's fine. That's how I
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
Amazing.
I agree, 100%.
Next question. Let's do it. Hey, João, next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
5 years time. I don't know if I will be still physically in Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm open to go to a different country and have a completely different experience,
Mm-hmm.
getting to know a different culture, um, experiencing different things, getting to know different people. But in on a professional aspect, I would say I like to see myself on a much more. Um, I like to think that from 5 years from now, I'll be having different businesses
Mm-hmm.
helping in different sectors, making people's lives better in different sectors, in education and in other ways. Personally, in a more emotional way, let's say, I don't feel that necessity of having someone like to. I would really like, and this is a personal goal, to adopt, to have a child. I would have no problem being a single parent. I don't have a problem with that. So if I'm still alone by the time to have a child, I would like to. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. And I can see you a good dad. I can see.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ready for another one?
Yeah. Let's
Let's do
go.
it. Next question. Before the next question, as you mentioned before about that, you have, you wanted, would you like to live in another country? Would you like to explore another culture? But tell me, how was for you growing up in a small town in Portugal? I'm asking you that because I moved to Portugal in 2002, yeah, a few years ago, quite a while ago. And
Yeah.
I remember living in Porto. I remember at the time, Portugal, the only foreign people that I could see in the city was Spanish, because they were the border. People from Salamanca, people close to Porto. But nowadays, oh my God, Porto, it's a totally different city. You
Yeah.
see people from all over the world, literally from all over the world. I have like people on my Instagram, people that I follow that's from the US, from the other countries, and they post pictures in Porto. I was like, oh my God, how amazing to see so many people like around the world literally visiting Porto. It's a totally different city. Not just Porto, but I think Portugal itself. I think Portugal now it's everywhere. People knows about Portugal because Cristiano Ronaldo,
Yeah.
Madonna lived in Lisbon. My goodness. So I think not just because of that, but it helps as well. My goodness, people they want to know why they are living there. Who is Cristiano Ronaldo? And but everywhere. I think nowadays everyone knows where Portugal is. And so my question to you is, for you, how was growing up in a small town in Portugal that not many people knew it? about it, and now, everyone knows. Talk me a little bit about your childhood memories.
Very, very good. Thank you for the opportunity to say this, because Portugal is an incredible country. And growing up on a small town, it gave me the opportunity of having very tight friends. I grew up with my friends from my first grade to my secondary, to high school, which is incredible to have this opportunity to be with them every time in the same school. It's very good. It has some bad things attached to it, because when you're born in such a small town, uh, all people know who you are. So if you do something more controversial, the next day it will be talked about it. And I always started to I always liked to um, get away from those things. Now I'm living in Coimbra, in
Hmm.
um, in Portugal. It's the city of students. I
Yes.
highly recommend people
Yes.
to visit it. And it's completely different. Like you when you're on the streets, no one knows you. People don't have the habit of saying good morning to everyone. And this is something growing on a small town. It's there. And more now going back to my childhood, it was a very good childhood. I had the opportunity of having lots of playtime, lots of friends. I was a very good student, so I didn't have a tough childhood. I know some people have. And I would like those people to really heal the child trauma, because some people do have them. Childhood can be very traumatic. In
Yeah.
my case, fortunately, it was okay. And I'm very grateful for that. Yeah.
Amazing. Do you have siblings as well?
Yeah, I have a sister. Yeah.
Oh, younger or older than you?
Older, older.
Older.
Yeah.
She's in the same fields as well, in the same area as you, or it's a totally different area to
Totally
work.
different. She's studying law. She's taking a law degree. Yeah,
Amazing.
completely different.
Amazing. She can be your lawyer, look after your business.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll need it. Yeah, yeah.
Next question for you is, what do you like the most in your best friends?
My best friends are now pretty much all of them are located in Coimbra.
Hmm.
And I like the fact that we have a very tight group. We are always there for each other. And at least once per week, usually once per week, we can be together, which is very good. And we can really be ourselves, with the controversial opinions, or the funny things. Like together we can be ourselves, which is it's incredible. It's really, really great.
I can see all your best friends watch this interview now and smiling about
Yeah, I'll show them the interview. Yeah.
three questions left. Let's do it. Okay, João, next question is, tough question for you now. How do you think we'll die, or how would you like to die if you could choose?
Oh, yeah, I
Ooh.
like that one. I would like to have a peaceful death.
Mhm.
And I would like to die in a very specific moment. I would like to have a death where I can write something to the people that have been there for me, to leave them a note. And the most important thing is to tell them that I will go to a better place. I will now finally be happy forever and live forever. Yeah, that's what I would like.
I know you are very young, but when you think about death, it's something that bothers you, or for you, just a matter of life?
No, for me, it's a path. It's like a path to another reality. I like to think, I don't like to think that it will be like this huge void where there's nothing, there's no conscience, no life, no nothing. It will be an immense void. I don't like to think, I like to see a path to another reality, which I don't know, but I believe it will be a better one. Yeah.
You know what? Sometimes when I think about, death, I think like, oh my God, I just wish that when we get that moment, when you go to another, another place, we can have the opportunity to sit down and see our lives through like a big screen, like some moments that mark our lives, like
Yeah.
good, like beautiful moments, challenge moments, happiness, just for us to have a brief look, so my goodness, that was my life, that's what I went through. I think it would be interesting to have an opportunity to just see things in the past in our
Yeah.
life.
I agree. I agree. And to be able to meet with people that lived with us and
Yeah,
to be able to see those memories, those
absolutely,
flashbacks together. Yeah, that would be good.
absolutely. Who in your family you are more close to?
My mother. My mother is the love of my life. Like, yeah, it's the love I feel for her is enough for me to be in love. Like, yeah,
What's
uh,
her name?
it's Maria, Maria de Luz.
Maria.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the biggest difference between both of you and the biggest similarity?
Oh, incredible question. I think um, I'm starting to get emotional.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
we,
we both have the heart of a lion, like to go and face tough stuff, tough things. And the biggest is, I think right now I'm more open to new ideas and new opportunity, new ways of thinking. And I think my mother nowadays is more closed to the things she think. She's older. I think this is part of the process. When we
yeah.
get older, our brain creates more resistance towards new ideas. So, yeah, that's part of.
Maria, beijinhos, abraço.
Incredible.
Oh,
Thank you. Yeah.
two questions left. Let's do it. Right, before the next question, tell me, people watch the interview right now, they'd like to work with you, they'd like to contact you. You already said that the biggest, thing about your business, about the school is about working one-to-one and give a lot of attentions, for the students. But tell me something else, like unique about, the journey that they're gonna have with you of your company if they contact you. What's something unique about it?
Very good question. I believe we have, fortunately, we have different things that make us different. The first one is courses are divided in 3 levels. The first level is for students that don't know how to program, they learn how to program. Then in level 2, they will specialize themselves on a certain tech area. It can be web developing, mobile applications developing, data science, and others. And finally, in level 3, they will learn how to enter the tech world, because sometimes this is what misses in universities. You have the tech skills, but you are not taught how to apply for companies, what companies need, how to have a good LinkedIn, all of that. So we have the 3 levels. I like to call it a gamified experience. You pass level 1, you go to level 2, and then level 3. This is one of them. Courses are all one-on-one. You can schedule lessons whenever you're available. The tutor will be available for you all the time, every day of
Wow.
the week.
Wow.
We have the first, I like to call it programming sport. It's called dot ball. Dot ball is a competition, a coding competition, where students go face each other in 1v1 playoffs, and they can then reach the final and win a tech prize with money and tech components. We also have a community where they will all be part, and weekly check-ins for them to know what they can do better, things they are doing great, things they can improve. So it's very one-on-one, and it's very it's an help that it's really focused on the students. Yeah.
Amazing. And which I believe is in English. Do you offer other languages as well, like Portuguese, English, or mainly?
Yeah. It's the language the student is most comfortable with.
Okay. I see.
Either Portuguese or English. Yeah.
Next question, João. Let's do it. What made you laugh this week or this month? Tell me something funny that you couldn't stop laughing.
Very good question. Sometimes stupid things I do at home with my roommate. I live with a friend of mine, and sometimes I just do crazy stuff to her, and I laugh from the things I do. Like, it's sometimes very childish, but to me it's very hilarious. And YouTube videos. I spend a lot of time in YouTube. I like to see meme videos and things that make me laugh. Yeah.
Amazing. There is a YouTube channel that I like to watch a lot. I think the name is William the Magic Box. I've been watching a lot, and it's very interesting. There are so many people around the world, people from different backgrounds, different opinion, and it's so catchy. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
That's been one of my favorite top of YouTube channels.
Yeah.
Ready for the last one?
Yeah.
Last question. Let's do it. Right, but before the last question, since you start your business, tell me a moment, a situation that happened to you that you go like, you know what, I'm never gonna forget. Like a situation that's always gonna have a special place in your heart.
Yeah, so I had a student from Wolves, and he asked me for help for a subject he was having in university. He only had that specific module to end the whole course. And I didn't know this. Like, the only thing I knew was he needs help with this specific subject. So I helped him, and when we finished the coursework, the last coursework he had to deliver, he started crying. I couldn't see him, but we were on a Zoom call. I could definitely hear it. And he started saying me that it took him 3 years to finish the course because of that specific module he couldn't do.
Wow.
He couldn't work as a programmer because he didn't have the course finished, so he had to work on things that had nothing to do with programming. And he having the module finished, and he did, gave him the opportunity to start having a career as a programmer, and it was very touching. It was the exact moment I knew I had to release the contract and start working full-time on this. The way it made me feel, it's to, at least for me, to help someone, it's uncomparable to every job I've done. It's the best feeling possible. Yeah, for me it works greatly. Yeah.
Beautiful. Imagine he gave a big impact in your life, but imagine the impact you gave to his life. That's why he was so emotional. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
amazing. That's what I like about life. We are here to share, energy, to share experience, to share business, to share knowledge. everything is about sharing, and you never know people from the other side where it can reach them and how the impact it can be left in their life, not just business, but sometimes as well meeting people, or you see people around crossing your life, and sometimes you don't know what's going on, and for you to leave somehow your help there, it's something powerful. Yeah, for both sides, not just one, but for both sides as well.
Yes.
Last question for you is, tell me, what have you learned during this lockdown, the coronavirus lockdown, the first one in 2020? Tell me something that for you was the biggest lesson through that challenging time.
Very good question. It was precisely the time where I started my spiritual journey. I was never spiritual. I never felt the necessity of learning about it and really starting to pretty much do self therapy, looking inside, get to see my traumas, the things that were here still, and I started learning more and more the spiritual journey, the universe. I started following different Instagram pages about it, and every day was a learning day, I would say. I would spend lots of time seeing different posts, then listening to podcasts, getting to know different experiences, and at the same time forgiving the people that were part of my life, that had a huge impact in my life, and like to be able to forgive, and it's incredible. It's really incredible.
Tell me something. Since we start talking, I could feel you have this voice, very calm, very comforting voice. Is because of that journey you always have this,
Because of the journey. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah,
really?
I was different. I was very different
Wow,
back then. Yeah.
amazing. Okay, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Okay.
Okay.
Quick thinking. So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Do you want to put your background now, just for us to do the word association game, so you can promote a little bit your business? Let's see if it's going to work well. Let's see, let's try. One word for love.
Mother.
Family.
Mother and sister.
Money.
Investment.
Life.
Happiness.
Sex.
Freedom of the spirit.
Politics.
Improvement.
Religion.
Belief.
Fear.
Never.
Friendship.
My people.
Desire.
This is a tough one. Different things at the same time.
Okay. Regret.
Never.
Success.
Happiness and work.
One word for wish.
This one is also tough. Dreaming.
Happiness. One word.
Feeling good.
One word for Coimbra.
Friendship.
What's the name of your town when you were born? The small town, the small city?
Escapães.
One word for Escapães.
Childhood.
Portugal. One word.
Incredible.
And the last one now. Dots of tech. One word.
Future.
Amazing, amazing. Right, let's get rid of the background so I can see you properly.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
Because for some reason, when you move, it covers all your. It's just I can just see like part of your face like this.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let's pretend I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friend, what is the most beautiful thing about João, and what's something that he still needs to work on, to improve on? What your best friend would say?
I would say calmness. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
João is very calm, and
Mm-hmm.
João will definitely like to listen to you.
And what's something that he still needs to work on, to improve on? What your best friend would say?
For me to improve?
Yeah, if I ask your best friend, what
Yeah.
he needs to improve, what João needs
Yeah.
to work?
Um, to be more patient sometimes. Yeah.
What's your star sign?
It's Taurus.
Interesting, interesting.
Yeah.
Very tidy, very organized, very tidy. Everything should be all correct. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And if I ask the same question to your lovely mom, would be the same answer?
I believe so. I believe she thinks I need to. Um, I think her idea is that sometimes I want everything for yesterday, you know, and I really want to things to evolve like very fast, and that's what I think she would say also, like for me to be more patient.
Amazing. Let's play now, João, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But before you ask me the question, what is your favorite Portuguese word?
Oh, that's a good one. I like amor. I think amor. Amor means love for the people that are listening to us. So yeah.
Sweet, very sweet. Okay, you can ask me a question now.
Yeah, so I would really like to know who is, if there's someone, the love of your life.
Oh my God, what a beautiful question. What a beautiful question. Wow, João, I was expecting that. My goodness, who is the love of my life? Okay. I strongly believe that there are different kinds of love. Yeah, different kinds of love. I think we can love, our mom, our parents, the different way that we love our friends, different way we love, our lover, our someone that we really love as a partner, as a relationship. But you know what? I'll tell you something now. My best friend, he lives in Canada, and he gave me the best present I ever had in my life. Like the best present that I don't think anyone would give me until I go away. He gave me his son to be my godson. Yeah. So I believe that my godson is the love of my life, and I'll tell you why. Because we were talk about adopting a child. I was thinking myself, my goodness, that's beautiful. And actually, when I thought about having a son one day or a child, in my imagination, I always picture my godson. It's so interesting how when I saw him like we're born, when I saw his picture, I was like, my God, that's how I imagined. That's how I had this picture in my imagination about having a son. And guess what? It came as a godson. So it's for sure, it's the best present I ever had. It's the best. It's the person that it's so interesting because they're French, but they live in Canada. Yeah, so the first language is French. So he was born during the COVID crisis. Yeah? So it's the during this time a lot of babies were born, and so I've seen him a lot of times on FaceTime and this and that. So the first time when I went there to visit him, to meet him in person, so when I arrived in Canada, he was sleeping. So I couldn't. I just went to his bedroom. He was sleeping like peacefully. So I said, okay, I can't wait for him tomorrow morning to wake up so I can see him in person, like properly. So when he woke up, my friend sent me a message, William, you can come to the bedroom. He's awake now. He was alone in the bedroom. So when I went there, when actually I was telling this story today at work to a colleague of mine. When I went there to the bedroom, I think, okay, maybe he's gonna get a bit scared because he never saw me, in person. Maybe he's gonna look at me, he'd be a bit confused, yeah, because he never saw me in person. And he was 2 years old, 3 years old, like very young. I'll tell you, João, when I went to the room, his name is Gabriel. I said, Gabi. And he looked at me for a few seconds. He looked at me like this. And straight away, he gave me his arms like this for him to pick me up. I was like, oh my God. It's straight away. And he started talking to me like he knew me like for ages, and we went downstairs to have breakfast and he starts, explain to me where to take the thing, where the milk was, I was like, oh my God. And for me, I was like, my God, I felt like he knew me for, even his parents as well. Was like, my God, William, it's so impressive to see him, treat the way you do, because he looks like he knows you. So yes, I'll tell you, that's, one of the biggest love of my life for sure.
Beautiful. And I would really like for you to spend more time with him, because I believe that it would be incredible for him. I
can't
believe
wait.
he must love you. Yeah.
I can't wait for him to grow up, for me to talk to him about life, about things. I want him to look at me, to see him as his best friend. You know what I mean? I want him to be open to ask me anything, because I'd love to be there. And actually, I'll be there in 2 months' time again.
Oh,
for his birthday, for his 4th birthday. So I can't wait to get there.
Incredible. Very good.
Thanks for the question. I'm going to reach 1,000 interviews very soon, and nobody asked me this question yet. So well done.
Thank you.
Did you like the interview, João?
I loved it. And I have to thank you once more for the opportunity. It was the first time I had this opportunity, and I really want to thank you. And I will never forget this, because the energy you put into this, your smile, you have a very warm smile and beautiful smile, and you are always smiling, and you seem to be very kind person, and that's incredible. It helps a lot.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much. And I'll tell you something. I feel so happy that, we are connecting in this moment of your life, because literally, again, your first interview, you are literally bring something new to the world, something that I strongly believe that it's something new, and people will appreciate that, because you are literally, what you are doing is you are caring about people. That's exactly what you're doing. You are using your knowledge, your passion to make people feel special, because you have no idea when people they are studying, or they're doing something for themselves, and they have someone literally giving their time to them. It's special. And I think what you're doing, trust me, it's gonna go very far away, because that's what people need. It's time for people to look at them and say, you know what, I'm here for you. We are here to learn together. We are here to, to connect, to improve, to do. That's what we're doing right now. So I think it's a really good idea. And I'm so glad that we connect right now, because I can see things going in a very big, much bigger direction. And one day I'm gonna look at you like, wow, look where is he right now. And I think that's the good part. So thanks so much for accepting the invitation. And before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Yeah, so I think the message I would say is, if someone out there has an idea to make people's lives better, go with it. If you need anything, I'm here to help you. You just have to send me a message. I'll give you everything you need to go forward with it, and let's make the world better. Just that.
Amazing. Muito obrigado.
Muito obrigado, William, pela oportunidade.
Abraço. Tchau.
Muito obrigado, tudo bom. Tchau, obrigado.
Tchau. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.